Assalamu alaikum. If you allow me, I'll continue speaking in English just to make sure that everyone understands what I'm saying and that we are on the same page and the message goes across through everyone. Thank you very much for this insightful initiative. But Hisham, I was super excited when you told me, come and I want you to be a speaker in TEDx Dilmun. And the topic was endurance. I thought you're going to put a treadmill and you see last man standing. And I was ready for that challenge. But then you told me, no, it's about talking. So I'm less excited, but I'm too excited actually to see you all, to speak to you and to address some of the major points where I know that since today morning you have listened to so many people in this hall share their expertise, share the experiences, and I mean lucky enough you have heard full speech of Tahani. I will definitely, I could have told you repeat, but I will ask for the video of yours, and we are super proud of what you have done, where you have reached, and what you are doing. So, and thank you very much for your contributions. But anyways, I'm not here just for your information. I'm not here to impress you with my achievements. I'm here actually to tell you what happens to you when you lose focus, when you get derailed and move away from your purpose. And this is where really things go south. And you'll find out that your dream is on one path and your destination is going totally the opposite way. So sometimes I have people seeking my advice for some reason. They approach me, they tell me their issues, they tell me their challenges, and I always ask them with one question. It's always on repeat. When was the last time you have done something hard on purpose? This is the number one question I would always let someone think of. I would be a listener afterwards, and then I will know that what type of person is in front of me. If that person is resilient, if that person is a fighter, or that person was a quitter. According to that person in front of me, I would know exactly how to deal. And then I would ask another question. Do you have a dream? Have you actually started that journey towards that dream? And then I would have a total picture of whom am I dealing with, what I'm going to do, and how can I help that person be a better person, be a better version of himself, and reach towards his goals and destinations. But then again, what's so important is attitude. Attitude is above everything else. It's your attitude towards all challenges. We all know that you set a goal towards a target. You think that this is the destination. Every one of us, it's a human nature. We will all think that from point A to point B is an easy journey. But you will forget the rough course. You will forget the obstacles. You will forget the no's. You will forget the noise that will allow you not to continue that journey, even if it was a short one. But then, what I really care about, what I really always thrive on, is these unseen sacrifices. Let me tell you, as a father, as a husband, as an athlete, as a soldier, as someone who represents His Majesty day and night, everything I do, everything I say is counted for. It's a heavy weight on someone's shoulder, as a soldier of this nation, as an athlete, as a father, again. to not sacrifice. I think the key word here for everyone, in order to be a success, you'll have to do a lot of sacrifices. When you get married, ask me about that. When you get, you're in trouble. I can see that. When you commit yourself to a race, when you commit yourself to an investment, when you commit yourself to a goal, you have to sacrifice. Mr. Hani, you have concluded your word that a list of eliminations, I would add one more elimination: noise. Just eliminate that. Remove it from your head. I remember during my times when I cross the first meter of the starting line, a lot of athletes and a lot of people talk about the finish line. I can bet that none of you heard stories of the starting line, because this is where everything happens. This is where the attitude would take over. It's not the training, it's not the determination, it's not the preparation, it's not the best kit you bought that day, it's not the best nutrition you had that day or plan. It's that noise that would tell you to stop the moment you have started. Now, 99% of the human nature will actually believe that noise and stop. It's natural. It's normal. Completely normal. But this is why the finish line always has one winner. Thousands and thousands of people, and you'll always see one. If we have a race of 2 people, you'll see one across the finish line first. If you have a race of 1 million people, you'll still see one cross the finish line first. And the difference is not fitness, is not determination. It's that person who is a normal human being who listened to these negative noises in his head and basically said no, and continued and focused towards his target and reached to his goal that he's been dreaming of every single day. So back again to that dream. Do you have a dream? And actually, I'm asking you, everyone here, do you have a dream that you haven't started yet? And the answer, if it was yes, then after this talk, please start that journey. Just move forward. And whatever the result is, whatever happens, you will fail. If 90% of us here will fail, but those 10% will succeed. And success will have a lot of effect on others that you never know how much it pays off. But then again, get yourself out of the comfort zone. Be in that discomfort zone every single day. I wake up in the morning. I would hydrate. I would read my reports. And then I would put myself in one of the strongest cardio sessions in the morning, every single morning, followed by a cold plunge. I go for a cold bath. Actually, forget the health benefits of what I do. Mentally, I would end up asking myself this question: what could go worse than now during my whole day? I have finished my worst part of the day. Now everything else is easy. And mentally and psychologically, you'll be unstoppable, believe me. Start your day hard, challenge yourself, get out of the comfort zone, and the benefits is just win-win from every side. So, again, I'll refer to Mr. Hani because she's the only one that I listened to today. But under stress, again, we had stars. But again, we refer to people as rising stars as well. those rising stars, those people who shine, are the ones who go through stress. Stress brings the best out of us. It makes the best out of us. Hardship every single day, challenges every single day, discomfort every single day brings the best out of you. It changes your attitude and it changes your direction and bearing towards your purpose. And also it makes your purpose clear. So I always have been telling my family members, my friends, my colleagues, my opponents in competition, I always remind them one thing, that when I win, I never stop because I won. And when I lose, I never stop because I lost. I actually will never stop. I'll just continue going and going and going. I have won the World Championship. After 23 years of attempts, actually 23 years of endurance riding, and year 2022, I won the World Championship for the first time. After 9 attempts qualifying for the World Championship, I got the title of being a world champion. 2024, where I should have stopped and should have listened to every single person telling me, stop racing because you are the world champion. Why do you want to do it again? Why do you want to risk losing again? You will lose the world championship. I didn't care. I went there, I knew that I might not win it. But then you know who's the winner? The winner is the one who beat the world champion. He's going to be so proud of beating me. Before winning that world championship, I was no one. When they beat me, they beat someone normal. So now my weight is even different. I play a different game. I show up, and you can see everyone with sharpened teeth wanting to take a bite because you are the world champion, you're the best in the world. In that sport, I'm the best person out of the 8 billion people. It's because of sheer commitment. I promise me I don't want to come here to impress you with my achievements, but again, I want to show you dedication and what it does. So in 2024, I showed up again. I had the weight of the world on my shoulder. Everyone told me to stop. Every single person told me to stop. I went through that race again. I risked myself. And things happened in silence. You all knew that I won. I was loud about it, actually. And you all know that I won the World Championship for the second time. And I'm telling you, I'm going for the 3rd attempt in 2026. We are working on taking the endurance sport into the Olympics, and I might be an Olympian one day. So this is a dream in only a small sport that I love. But then, the difference in all of that is the attitude. When everyone, all of your surroundings, in fact, point at yourself right now. Do it. Point at yourself. Okay, exactly like I have imagined. You have all pointed at your chest. Someone pointed at his head. Because that means you are what makes yourself from inside. You haven't pointed at the comfort that is surrounding you. You haven't pointed at someone who is actually supporting you. You have pointed at yourself. So everything actually starts from the inner soul of yours. So if you have stopped believing in that, then, you should rethink about this attitude of yours and how you think about yourself. Because again, achievements, challenges, and all what comes around these challenges have a burden on your back. Has these sacrifices that you have to throw away. You as a student, you will have to let go of your friends. You as a co-worker have to get rid of your fun times. You will have to be dedicated. You will have to throw away all those things that will derail you from your mission. Again, the soldier comes out of me and talks about the mission. So when you are focused on the mission, focused on what you want to do, everything else is easy. But again, I don't talk about my capacity. I have a different capacity, I understand that. But I want to talk about a common language, about yourself, and when you go through hardships. Things that no one knew. And I went through it in silence. You know, I promised everyone that I'm going to go to Kona in 2018 and I would win the World Championship in my age group. I won the World Championship. Everyone knew that I actually rode that, actually looking like that in Kona. I rode that podium, took that gold medal, won the World Championship in 2018 in the Ironman. And actually when I reached to Kona, I ran only twice. 3 kilometers and another 3 kilometers. And then I had to battle my marathon run afterwards. I love things when it's done in silence. I love those achievements that you never take credit for. These taste even better than when you are just sat there and everyone celebrates that achievement. This doesn't matter. This doesn't live for long. But the hardships that you go through is what actually makes you a better person. When you have pain, you battle it, and then you know exactly that your attitude towards it beats everything else. So, I have a short, what you call a life test. Again, I wanted it more to be an audience interactive, not just me talking about things. So, I would wish for one thing, that you either close your eyes, either visualize it. Let's say visualize it. Visualization and its power on your brain is something else. Imagine yourself in the next 5 years. Okay, now imagine yourself in the next 5 years and you have never quitted a thing. I'll give you a couple of seconds. You in the next 5 years and you have never quitted over something that you wanted or dreamt of. Okay. I'll give you 2-3 seconds more. So, raise of hands if you see yourself in 5 years clearly now. Great. Well, here's the brutal truth. This dream disappears every 5 a.m. Every single morning. It goes away. Sleep. By the way, I'm the biggest believer in longevity. I believe number one longevity secret is sleep. But be an early riser. Wake up before every single person. Wake up for something. Wake up to something. I have never opened my eye and laid down on my bed, checked my phone, laid down for an hour, half an hour, took another nap, kept my alarm going, on snooze, million times, never done that. Remove that away. I'm talking only 5 years. I have learned this trick from someone dear to me. And I have started that. I'm telling you, I started that in 2023. I have closed my eyes, visualized myself, and said, 2028. 2028. I will not share that with you right now. Yeah, 2028 is where I'm heading to. I know it, I believe it, and I hope every single person gets that determination after leaving this hall. So, let me just elevate the gameplay a little bit. let's not talk about a personal level. Let's not make it personal. But let me give you these similarities between you, Ahmed, Ali, Salim, Lul, Sarah, and a nation level, and a nation. You know, countries work in silence. Nations work in silence. And those that look at the future, have the determination, have the vision, and they have changed the understanding of what we think is what we call deterrence. Those clever countries changed that formula, that resilience over deterrence. Because when you say deterrence, then you assume that you know your enemy, you know your target, you know your obstacle. But when you choose resilience over deterrence, this is the time where you adapt. You have the speed, you have the vision, you have the tools to work around it. You have the readiness, you have the right preparation. And those countries as of today, the ones that own the data, cyberspace, and the data resilience, or the cyber resilience, and the ones that have actually wrote their AI defense doctrine, are the winners of the next 20 years. These are nations that are working towards the next 20 years because they have a vision. They are proactive and they are not reactive. But again, talking about that is, do not wait for things to happen. Now go from a national level, countries that are preparing for the next 20 years, they want to win the wars of next 20 years, they want to be resilient, they want to be ahead of the game, they want to be ahead of the curve. Be the same. And the only common thing between you and that country is you should know that your enemy only sees what is visible. The enemy doesn't see what's invisible. This is where your strength at. When you work within what is invisible, within limits that no one sees, you work within silence. And if you're a person who goes to work every day so that someone is seeing or someone is watching you, then you are actually going there for the applause, not for the success. So you're getting it all wrong. Just think of it this way. That's the attitude you want to be at every single day. You become like a rising nation, like a rising star, under stress, under pressure, resilient, looking forward, wanting to be the best. But again, be mysterious. Have a lot of hidden objects that's not seen in front of people. Become like an iceberg. People can see the tip of that iceberg. They can't see what's below and what is how much of velocity and volume under that iceberg. So, actually, you know, I believe in that. It doesn't need talent. You do not have to be the most talented person. I mean, Wafa, you were with me at school, right? How many IKNSers are here in the hall? Okay. Probably some of you are in the same time as I was at school. I was in the fittest, although I held the javelin record for 4 years, which is, who cared? You know that, Wafa? From 8th, 12th grade, I was the javelin thrower. I had the record at school. Again, I haven't graduated with honors. I haven't crawled out of school. I got A's, I got B's, I got C's, some D's. But again, I'll take you back to my attitude at classroom. And my teachers, whom are still at school, know that. I would be well in the corner back there, rocking my chair, looking outside the window. Yeah, not bothered to find X. actually bother to find my destiny. I was so busy looking outside that window thinking of what's next? What can I do? Where's my future? Does this really matter to me? So I was actually focused, locked from that day. I knew what I want to be. I knew what I want to do. And ever since, I've focused on my target, went through my military career, completed 27 military courses. 21 of them are outside of Bahrain. 6 of them are in Bahrain. 27 courses. If you come to my office, well, it's sometimes not good news. When you come to my offices, it's either you've done something great or something really bad. But I have all of my plaques in front of me, all of my reports in front of me that I'm proud of. I was best student, #1 in all 27 courses. And they are all not in Bahrain. US, UK, France, around the world. But again, this is not the thing. This is not the idea of you have to be best. It's the determination that I'm talking about. How determined you are, how focused are you in being really a person who never stops. So I don't want to go and repeat, but actually I wrote something that I want you to understand, which is psychological thing. Yeah, here's my formula. It's not mathematical at all. Here's the formula. You put effort times consistency times purpose equals transformation. Effort times consistency times purpose equals transformation. Now, how many one of you is weak at one of those? Okay? So you have already identified that. Work on that. If it's efficiency, if it's purpose, if it's determination. So now when I start talking, things are becoming clear and clear and clear. So I can also make sure that the vision in front of you is seen. I'm telling you, it's not easy. It's so hard to reach to what you want. Each person at his own capacity. I win anything that I want to win. I put my head into it and win, and I'm a person that I'm telling you I do not believe in luck. I believe the brave ones are the ones that are lucky. There's no luck. There's no magic. I don't believe in this. So your mind has to be so strong, so determined in order to see the reality in front of you. In order to become so clear, so crystal clear, to start eliminating noise out of your way, to be focused on your target, to have that attitude where you can say no. This is so difficult. It's a solo power called no, that a lot of us can't say it. A lot of us can't do it. You would do things that you don't know why you have done. It's because you're just scared, you're too polite, you're too good to say no. So focus on that issue that you have, or the skill that you lack, and then put that formula all together. You'll find yourself heading so fast towards your target. One final challenge I would like to do before I end my speech. I would wish you to do one thing with me. Let's call it I'm making it up right now, so the label challenge. Okay. Think with me of what you label yourself with. Okay? Every person can sometimes label themselves with something. I'm weak. I'm not too smart. I'm not rich. I haven't achieved my dream. I am not funny enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not fat enough. I'm not strong enough. I don't know. Fine. If you don't mind, get out your phones. Get out your phones, wallah. Go to your notes app. Okay? Are we on notes app? Yalla, I'll give you 10 seconds. Write your label. Ahead. You're an ambassador. Do it. Doesn't mean that you don't do it. Yeah? Show of hands if you have done. Excellent. Yeah, that's all of us, probably. Okay. Delete it. Go on. Yeah? Congratulations, everyone. You have deleted a label that you always thought of yourself of. So, I want a promise from you all. We leave that hole. Everyone thinks of something impossible. You have 72 hours. And physically do it. Physically do it. Meaning, you send an email, send a message, do something about it, break something, build something, invest something, lose something, I don't know. What was your impossibles? You have 72 hours and you all have to promise me you'll have to do something physical about it. موفقين إن شاء الله.